This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. Colliding here today, two top 25 teams having tremendous seasons set to battle it out against one another. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense will have the football first here. There's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything. Vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Law. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. On first down, it's play action. Looking for the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now they get set to kick it away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down here for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Opening play at the drive, quick throw to the left. Enough for a first down at the 37.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
He's going to hand this off. He's brought down, but not before the end of the 42-yard line.
take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of defense. Has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time they drop back and throw. They become a one-dimensional offense.
Short connection to the tight end here, but he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Receiver makes the grab and moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Single back, takes the handoff.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half, and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He eludes the rush. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Boy, what a good job by this defense of trying to put pressure on this mobile quarterback. Here's another example of what he can do. He looked like he was going to be down for a loss, and instead is able to fight through it. But I'm going to tip my cap to this defense. They knew what they were facing today, and they're doing a good job of containing him and applying enough pressure to be able to offset this offense.
This one is right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And Tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played up close in Florida State.
Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the run, it's Toafili. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Uiagalelei. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Seminoles pick up enough for a first down here. Hand off to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's second down here. Give it to the back again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
The Seminoles will have first and 10 here. Looking for a gap. It's Williams. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Punt over the middle. It's Morlock. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Florida State 14, Alabama 3.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. He'll hand it off. Oh, look at the quick cut.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his second pick today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
And here comes the punter onto the field. With the return, it's Douglas. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Handoff in a single back formation. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle, it's Toafili. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. And he's got it already past the first down marker. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
The Noles are going to keep this drive moving. Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Caught quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks. On
3rd down, it's a handoff. stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So now on comes the field goal. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
The spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bama. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good. They still trail. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They moved at halftime but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. 1st and 10 now for the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that line of play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Are
second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
The Seminoles have 1st and 10 here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 13, but here we go, a red zone opportunity.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
And the Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Florida State 24, Alabama 10.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
To the air, it's Milroe. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
And set. Here's second down. And the single back takes the handoff. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
There's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The completion makes it second down. Here's the handoff. Change of direction. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. And he's tackled after the catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second and medium. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. Making people miss. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the RPO, caught to the right.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's West. Tackle, but first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Jukes to get free. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Game makes it second and medium. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
The Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Uiagalelei. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Toafili. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And they will try out the field goal team here. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. No problem, knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Makes a quick catch. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Back to pass. It's Milroe. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the second interception of this defense today.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Now the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Come up on 3rd down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. And now they run the draw play. Gets the first and still running. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
I love love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tie. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Caught over the middle. It's Lee.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Makes it second down. They're going to run it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
And the Seminoles line up on 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Uiagalelei. There's a wide-open receiver complete. Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense really clicking.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board. With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Florida State 34, Alabama 17.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to advance on the football.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Finding some room at the 25. Moves the ball out across the 30. And that's good for a first down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere. And there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Milrow. Receiver makes the grab. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
No huddle now for the offense. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Yes, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. This time it's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Now, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
The Seminoles lining up here on first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Uiagalelei. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Punt over the middle. It's Douglas. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12. A red zone opportunity. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game, help just for 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second down, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down play coming up. Using his legs, it's Williams. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's clean. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Now it's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. Got the first down, now looking for more. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Bring it, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Caught in the backfield. It's Benson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
The Noles are in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Second down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw, it's Uiagalelei. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Pass interference. Defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Goal line formation for the defense. They'll try to run this one in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Tackle near the 2-yard line. It's now 3rd and goal.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you what, for a entire defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
And it's good. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
That's a kickoff.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Jukes to get past a man. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Quick throw to the left side. It's caught downfield. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defense defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back, it's Milrow. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Down he goes, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he pulls in the catch. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for first down and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Almost intercepted in the end zone. An opportunity missed. But it does bring up a fourth down here.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last possession, they're able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. And the running back takes the handoff. Has the first down, still on the move. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Makes a quick grab. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
This guy is throwing for yards every single time he drops back to throw. Believe it or not, he's closing in on almost 450 yards passing in this game.
And the Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run. A corral for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
2nd down after that previous play. To throw, it's Uiagalelei. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Seminoles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Knowles. And the beatdown continues. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 88, set to kick this low.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, and settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be 1st down. It's a quarterback keeper. Eludes a tackle. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. And they'll run the jet sweep trying to get to the edge. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
They gave up some yards here, but man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who's carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Looking to throw. It's Milrow. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just ran away from the defense. That's another strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field. Set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
He's got a crease here. Look out. And they've got the returner corralled. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Play action here on first down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Who makes the grab. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. In the red area, it's Haynes. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
second and goal play for the offense. Scanning the field. It's Milrow. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Alabama. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Now, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Extra point try coming now.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That makes the score Florida State 47.
The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away.
Number 14 set to kick this one away.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Dropping back, it's Uiagalelei. Oh, and it's picked off, a crushing mistake. Touchdown, Bama. The defense adds 6 to the interception return.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
See if they can convert the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
PHC is good. They still trail though.
That makes the score Florida State 27. Alabama 41.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Looking for a gap. It's Williams. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Sticking with the running game. Solid game, moves the ball to the 36.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Again, he makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Can they pick up the first on the ground? Powering right past the defender. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
The Noles churn out another first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Benson. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
And the Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. Using his legs, it's Toafili. Picks up the force, looking for more. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
The Seminoles took it a cash-in this red zone trip. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the Assault were able to bring him down quickly. Offense walks the line for play number 7 of the drive. Will hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He missed it. So after the miss, it's still a 6-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Snags a quick throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to pass. It's Milrow. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And we get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Second down.
Completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the marker and still going. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the wideout goes in motion. Trying to get the ball to the perimeter on the jet sweep. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. They get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention there. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Short throw to the left. Touchdown, tied. What a comeback. The ball game is now tied. And now they'll set up for the point after. Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the fourth. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Lee. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop it short of the first down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
And the Noles will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And now the running back's got it again. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter. not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back has it on the screen now. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. Fourth down coming up.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Long enough and good. But wait, a flag is down. Puts on the defense.
Personal
first
foul.
down.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
It's a costly penalty for the special teams. Offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Alabama now operating in the red zone. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Looking to pass. It's Milroe. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. It's a draw play. They test the middle there and get nothing.
What a job by this defense completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. To the air. It's Riangalale. Quick throw to the left side. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds. That's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They'll hand it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Timeout is called here to stop the clock on this crucial possession. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Can't get it away. The defense has got away. Huge stop at this stage of the game.
This is a big mistake by the quarterback here, just holding on to the football too long. Late in the game, 3rd down, you got to make a big play, and you come up with a sack. Now it's 4th down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.